Hello, class of Cannabis. It's been a glorious year. I want someone in here to stand to their feet and tell me their best way to smoke. Who will it be? You right here. What's your name, girl?
Not him. It don't really matter when we all agree. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough. What's your best way to smoke? Cause I'm rolling it up. Smoke like I ain't had enough.
What's up with y'all out there? This is the Best Way to Smoke podcast, and you smoking with Big J.
And Serpo Jr. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, and tell a friend.
Please believe, make sure you do that. And we got a special guest here with us, Araceli, owner of West Coast Glass.
Gallery in Long Beach.
Glad
Hey.
yes. That's right. How you doing?
I'm doing really good. How are you?
I'm good. That's what's up. So before we dig all the way into the show, we do the best way to smoke tip. So when
Okay.
we have a guest, we ask the guest, what's your best way to smoke tip for the people?
Is this for flower or rosin?
Whatever you want, any kind of
Like
smoke.
if you
Yep.
okay. So I would say my suggestion is if you definitely smoke anything concentrate, stick with rosin, not resin. And the difference is that rosin is solventless, so it gives you more of a rosin, like, oh, it's on.
Yeah.
For resin, it's more like, you don't know what it's mixed with. It might
Yeah.
be blasted with weird stuff or chemicals to line it up and stuff.
Yeah, or like the
So,
butane and all that little shit like that. Yeah.
that gets really bad in your chest.
Oh yeah, for
And
sure.
it doesn't give you the high as long.
Yep.
Yeah.
For
That's
sure.
my tip for dabbing.
And that's
Partying.
that's a dope ass tip. You heard that tip, Serpo?
Yeah, a little bit. I had a little stuff going on in the
I
background.
know
a little
we
bit.
heard Sparky back there giving it up. But yeah, that's definitely a dope tip. So you prefer like the dabbing and that over the flower, or which one you like more?
No, I like both.
Okay, like
They're
equally.
both very different. Yeah.
Okay.
Nah, I need both, hands down.
On everything.
No, yeah. Like I need my dab and I need my bong rip, and then I'll get to work. No,
Yeah.
I need both.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what's up.
no,
That's what's
100.
up. So
And
look,
if it's
I like
living
that right
soil,
there.
deep, like clean.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now we're yes. Now
we
we're
all
talking.
do you ever mix it like wax? You mix with the wax too and the shatter and stuff like that?
No, so that's where resin is.
Okay.
So resin is gonna be like sugar, crumble, yeah. That, yeah.
Oh,
So
yeah.
yeah, like my bad.
Lace me up. Lace me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
To tell you the truth,
Yeah.
this is literally what I tell people all the time when they come to the shop. I'm like, look, you can buy whatever you want, but if we have the opportunity to go to a dispensary and buy something clean,
Yeah.
and you don't have to be going through sketchy people, like, dude, get on it.
Don't do that.
You know, that's why, like, I love dispensaries that carry brands that are equivalent to something I can buy from the black market, which shout out to them, because to be honest, they're one of the cleanest rosin I've ever had.
Yeah.
You know, like,
Yeah.
so I'm obviously not going to be pulling out the list of where I buy my plugs to like
Exactly.
tourists. So I have to support one like I support the other one, because they're both at the end of the day our customers and our friends that are up there smoking with us.
Yeah.
So I fuck with everybody that's, you smoke, we good. If
On
you don't,
everything.
we ain't got to be nothing.
I could dig it.
Yeah.
So look though, tell us where you come from, like where you was raised at. You know what I mean?
I was born in Mexico City, and we came when I was 1. We're the first generation here, so
Dope.
we definitely came in ready to
Yeah.
give it all,
Yeah.
and that's where we're at right now.
That's dope. That's
So
dope.
first generation's
I wanna
here.
say
Let's
something.
do this.
Yep.
Taking care of family, and
Yep. That's what's most important, family for
yeah.
sure.
That's
Yeah.
what gets us going. That's for
Yep.
sure.
And
yeah,
keep us
yeah.
moving too, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah.
What you got to say, Serpo?
No, I just want to say, because that's something that we actually have in common. Because like my grandfather and my great grandmother, you know what I'm saying, they come straight from Mexico City. It's the FL, right?
Yeah, Distrito
Am I-
Federal. Yes.
Yeah, it's the same
That's
thing.
right.
That's-
Hey,
I got
see,
respect.
that's
I got
right.
respect.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
for
yes,
sure.
yes.
Yeah.
I feel like we're all like somehow like no joke. Like we're all pulled in somehow, like deep, deep, deep. Like honestly, like weed to me, like weed, cannabis, whatever you want to call it, you know,
Yeah.
like to me, like it's got me so much closer to people, which is why I can put my phone down and care about the person, because you get to know how deep they are and like how really like connection you have like with each other, you know.
Yep.
And
Yeah, it's just like
a
going
lot
to
of it
the
comes-
events and stuff like that. You mix with so many different people, and it's just chill because we
That's
all
been
fucking stoners and
fun.
shit. You know what I mean?
That's been fun. It's gonna be a year I've been doing pop-ups. That's so new. Like for me to be a pop-up store, I've joined friends in their pop-ups, and that's always fun, you know,
Yep.
rooting. But when it's your own, oh, that's a whole different ball game.
Yep.
Like I'm coming out and I'm like, whoa, there's a world out here. Like, oh, I'm just used to being in my own world,
Yep.
having my friends pull up, smoke,
Yep.
Yeah.
It's
you know,
dope.
like,
It's
and then
dope.
go home, pet my dogs,
Yep.
you know, like,
Yep.
but yeah.
So what got you in the business? What made you want to own a smoke shop?
Oh, wait. Back to that. I'm from Mexico City, but raised in East Side Long Beach.
That's right.
Hey!
Hey, because I be seeing you representing on your IG page and stuff, though. Yeah.
Like literally went from Magnolia Club to Keller, that's not even there anymore, to DeMille, that's not even there anymore.
Yeah.
Like my nieces are like, oh, you're like old, and I'm like, oh shit, I am. And my high school's still there, Milliken. So yeah, shout out to my Rams.
Yep. Yeah. I used to live off Magnolia in 19 in that area over there.
Yeah. Did you go to high school here?
No, I'm from Compton though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, it's
there
still-
you
it's
go.
still
We're
like the
still here.
same
We're
shit.
still
Yeah,
here.
yeah.
Basically, we can basically go back and forth,
Right up the street.
walking,
Yeah,
or take the bus, one bus down there.
Yeah,
But,
and
it's
Cuzzo, he
cool.
from Watts.
Hey, yeah, that's
Yeah,
another
it's-
bus.
it's
And
right there,
we're
like-
not the same
like
bus,
bink,
but you
bink,
know,
bink, yeah.
the second bus. Just get a pass, 10 cents. Remember,
Yeah.
10 cents to make it a pass to go from one bus stop to the next
I
bus
went to
stop.
junior high on the east side though. I graduated from Franklin.
Hey, that's dope. That's so cool. Okay. We definitely
That's
neighbors.
the last school I was at out there though.
Hey, that's cool. Okay. I
Uh-huh.
went to DeMille. Hey.
So
Yeah.
what was it like growing up in the beach though?
It was fun. I mean, okay. Well, for me, for example, my mom has a barbershop. So growing up back and forth in the scooter all through, our barbershop is right there in 4th and Gaviota.
Oh, okay,
So
downtown.
yeah.
Yep.
So that's kind of where our house is too. So just growing back and forth, up and down, you know,
Yep.
being a fucking little menace. That's why I have all these scars, but the tattoos cover them.
Tattoos is tight
hell
though.
yeah, thank you. They
Yeah.
definitely hide all the scars
Yeah.
and getting in the trees, being a little badass. Like
Yeah.
I fucking love it.
So-
That's right.
I really, really fucking love the fact that we were in such a different era. We were like, you know, like there was no phones. You know, shout out to
Yeah.
phones. Obviously,
Yeah.
we're here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
experienced that.
But our era, like the ones that were kids that were able to be kids, or you know what? But you could
Man.
have both now, because you can also get your kid into like getting into something. Like, hey,
Yeah.
put your phone down. Like, let's go play.
Go play.
You
yeah.
know, that was my dad.
Yeah.
Well, in working ways, you know, like that was
Right.
my dad. Like, come on, let's go learn. Come on, I'm gonna teach you how to do this.
And that's
You know,
good.
and here we
yeah.
are.
Yep.
So
That's
just
what I
little
do. Like
things.
with my kids, it's like sports and stuff like that.
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
What sports?
Football.
Hey,
Football.
okay.
My older kids, it was basketball and football. My daughter was basketball. Like my youngest son now is football. Yeah.
Nice.
And
I was a
track, yeah.
cheerleader in high school. Hey.
Oh, for real? That's right. That's right.
And I was class president. Oh my God.
That's dope.
High school reunion was a trip. They're like, what the fuck? You got a smoke shop? You have a barber shop? What are you doing? I'm like, dude, I don't know.
You doing
We
what you're
figuring
supposed
it
to
out.
be. You know what I'm
But-
saying?
Yeah, I've actually been in a, well, okay. Yeah.
No,
I was
what?
just thinking that, like, recently, I'm like, dude, I've actually been self-employed. Entrepreneur is a weird word, but I've actually been self-employed, like, for 11 years.
Dope.
I was like, oh, shit.
Dope.
And I'm still shaking, like, how do we figure it out?
Yep.
But, you know, I just got my cosmetology license and
That's
then my
good.
barbering license. And my mom was like, I'm ready to retire, or, you know, you
Yeah.
take over the shop and, you know, or I'm going to sell it. And I said, well, how much are you going to sell it for? and she gave me X amount, and I said, okay, well, she knew I had money down for my house.
Right.
So I was like, okay, here's that. I'm going to fix up the shop. Hers was more into a salon, where I was more into like the old school rockabilly,
Right.
barber shop.
Right.
I was like, all right, mom. I was like, I would take it, but I'm going to make it into a barber shop.
Yeah.
And yeah, she's like, okay. She was like, I'll turn it into a barber shop. And I turned it into a barber shop. And
That's
yeah,
dope.
yeah. It's
What's
been
the
dope.
name of it?
Well, no, I kept it my mom's name, Penis Barber Salon.
Okay, that's dope. And what's the
Yeah, yeah.
location?
On 4th and Gaviota.
Fourth and
Yeah,
Gaviota.
yeah,
Yep,
literally
yep.
where we grew up.
Yep, tap in,
Yeah,
tap in.
it's
If
been
you
there
need that
for-
hair done, a haircut,
Yeah.
tap in. Yep.
We've been there for 28 years. And
That's a long time.
yeah, yeah.
So like growing up like around with your parents being into business and stuff like that though, was that like inspirational for you to want to, own your own business and stuff?
Yeah, well, absolutely. I feel like I have so much of both of my parents, like I do for my dad, I do for my mom, and both very, very great qualities. My dad is a very, very hardworking man that
Yeah.
he will pull the job from beginning to end, even if it took him way longer than what he'd expect. His word is everything.
Oh,
And him teaching me that has made me a great cosmetologist, a great barber, made me save up my money to be able to buy the smoke shop. So
yeah.
I think my word and my 100% putting in my work the way my dad does, and my mom being a great barber and cosmetologist too, always caring about, the customer, if,
Yep.
what how they're doing, touching base on them. Hey, how was your mom? How was your dad? Like
Right.
little things like that, seeing my parents both be like that. I've seen my dad give his job, his work many times. And I'm like, Dad, what happened? And he'll be like, it was an elderly couple. Like, I'm not gonna ask them. We know they're living hard. And I'm like, damn, like seeing
Having that
that in life,
compassion,
like,
yeah.
dude, that's
That's
just
big.
priceless.
Yes,
That's
it is.
that's priceless. And that just, I'm very, very, very grateful to have two people to guide me and
Yeah.
how to try to be a better person. I'm not saying I'm great. I'm saying I'm trying to be a better person,
Yep.
because we're all humans. We all make mistakes, and
Yep.
I probably made a lot more. But obviously, it's Instagram. We're not going to post all the bad ones, but the bad ones are there too. Like,
sure.
my people that know definitely know.
Yep, for sure,
Yeah.
for sure. But like you said, it's a blessing, to be able to get through all that shit and
Yeah.
be where you at now, positive, pushing, and yep.
Yeah.
And
We're pushing
inspirational to
forward.
younger people and stuff too,
Yeah.
though. Even
Yeah,
some
don't
older
give
people,
up.
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Shit.
yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to say I took over the barbershop officially, where I changed it all under my name when I turned 24.
Dope.
So 2 years later, I saved up my money again, and I was like, all right, what am I going to do this time? I said, okay, I'm going to buy a house. I'm going to buy a house. And right when I was going to buy a house, the lady I used to do her hair, she was like, hey, I want to buy this shop. Like, it's not
Yeah.
working out. I want to move my smoke shop to a different city. What do you think? And she's like, your dad's been doing that. I knew on the back end, my dad was doing an electric work. He would call it for a cigarette shop. My dad would call it for the cigarette shop.
Right.
But I didn't, go, because I was like, well, hell no, my dad's going to see me there. It's so taboo, you guys. It's so taboo. Like, oh my God. When I told my parents I smoke weed, and the way I told them, I was like, I'm buying a smoke shop. Oh, and I smoke weed. They were like, wait, what?
Oh, so they didn't know until you was buying the smoke shop?
Yeah. I moved out at 19.
Yeah.
Like, no, I moved out at 19. Whatever I did or didn't do,
Yeah.
like, no offense, I love my parents, but I was like, that's none of your business.
Oh, everything.
Yeah, so I
Yeah.
keep it very, 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 like, even when it came to business, when it was my mom and I was like,
Yeah.
look, I'm going to buy it, but here's the money.
Yep.
We're not
This
going to
is
do
mine,
none
yeah.
of this, like, change my feelings later. No. Here's the money.
This is business.
Here's, paperwork,
Yep.
because God forbid anything happens. I have siblings. I don't want a responsibility to go after them when it's my responsibility. So
Yep.
that's why we needed everything in paperwork. So that's why I had, all that done, and obviously the remodeling and everything. That's where that money went that time. So when I saved up my money again,
Yeah.
I got offered the shop and they were going to move, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go check it out. Now, granted, I know my dad's an electrician, but I never knew what he was capable of, because he's always like, worked for big companies, like doing Targets, doing Old Navies. We're always like, look, my dad did that, or my dad did that building, freaking lighting up all Long Beach,
That's dope. That's
but
dope.
he loves his job. Like he does such a great job at it,
Yep.
So, seeing my dad, when I went to the shop, I saw it and I was like, why don't you want to stay? Like, I was like, what the fuck? Like, this is Long Beach. What the fuck? You tripping if you want to move out of LBC. You know what? You ain't in for LBC. Give me that shit.
Your ass
Give me
up
that.
outta here.
Yes, get out. Get out of here. Like, give me my shot. This is Long Beach. We check
day.
people. And we really do, dude. Like, we really, really, like, I caught myself so many fucking times, like, being like, you from Long Beach? Like, I'm like, I need to stop fucking doing that. I need to stop fucking sounding like I'm big.
You be banging on motherfuckers.
Yeah, no, but you know what?
Yeah.
It's because they'll be coming asking like the weirdest questions, like, yo, where can I get some? And I'm like, you from Long Beach? Like, you go to a dispensary or like, and then they'll be like, no, I'm from like East Coast. And I'm like, oh, okay. Well, look, let me break it down to you. Okay, there's dispensaries and there's smoke shops. And I will pull up shout out to Weed Maps. I'll pull up Weed Maps and I'm like, look, follow here, follow here.
Right.
You want the deals, you want the bougie, this is where it's at. So it's not that I mean to check them, but I check them.
Right. Oh, because you get, like you said, it'll be tourists here and shit, so they don't know, so they see smoke shop and the paraphernalia, and they think, I can get some weed and shit.
And they're all chained up, like freaking coming in nice ass cars too, where I'm like, where you from? Because you don't look like you're from Long Beach, especially with a flashy car like that.
Yeah.
Where you from? And they're like, oh, we rented the car, we're from out of town. I'm like, oh man, all right, I'm gonna put you on. I'm like, look, and they're the ones that I'm like, they're like, oh, I want to buy wax. I'm like, get rosin. I'm like, get rosin, because once you take that back to your state,
it's over.
You tell them about it. There's on. And
no,
like,
they're gonna take it back to their state. They taking it back.
Dude, I would too. That's
right.
gold.
That's the purpose.
Gold.
You want to turn your people on to it too.
Exactly.
Like,
Yes.
Yep. Yeah, and something you said earlier, like talking about the underground. You know what I'm saying? We talk about that shit all the time because
it really is.
exactly for
It's
everything.
Fire.
See, and I feel the same way you feel as far as supporting dispensaries and stuff. Certain ones, so I do support the dispensaries that say that give you that quality product that you can get from the underground. Yeah. Even if the price ain't the same, if it's a little bit higher, it's not that bad as long as it's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just think the black market is gonna continuously flourish.
It's never gonna stop.
Hell no, it's not gonna stop.
That's why they're not worried about it. They're smoking fire and shit. They're like, that's
cute. Cause like me, my flower.
They really are. Yep. And I'm smoking the same fire shit.
Man,
like you
on
can't,
everything.
Like, I'm sorry, you cannot buy my rosin at the dispensary.
Man.
But I can plug you up to something else. There's something for everybody.
Yep.
Period. There's levels to this. Even in smoking. Like, there's no way I could really, honestly, like, if they're really, really smokers, I'll tell them to try rosin. If they were here for dabs, you know? But if they're just here for flower, no, I would definitely not tell them to get rosin. They'll be like, trip out, like, what the hell happened?
Because that shit, it's a different high. Yeah. It's just like people that don't really take the edibles, and then you take the edibles and you be high as a motherfucker because you don't know how much you took. You know what I mean? Now you high, got to go to sleep and shit, though.
Yeah.
Yep. The first time I had the syrup, I just took some shots of it, right? I took some shots. And that shit, and I ate some edibles too. That shit had me stuck, like to where I had to go to sleep. And I'm a heavy smoker too, though. Yeah. That shit had me fucked up because of. So, like, do you like the edibles?
Yes.
Yeah. What's your favorite type of edible?
Rosin edibles.
Okay.
Yes. I actually just had like 4 before I came. I was like, let me have some.
That's right.
Nah. I love rosin edibles. Yeah.
That's right. That's right. What you blowing on, cuzzo?
Oh, this that Gorilla Glue, G.
Okay.
Yeah. And I gotta tell you, I done wrap this. It's sealed. and smoke ready with that glue guard.
Hey.
Yep. Got the glue guard. Yep.
Since we're talking about dabs, I know we can't smoke, but can I show you something that I
Yeah.
dab? Yeah. For example, if we have tourists, you
Yeah.
know, and they're trying to get a vape and they're indoor, like in their hotel, this is a 710 vape, but this is rosin. So this cartridge isn't cut with anything. It's just the rosin.
Yeah.
So when you know, basically just smoke and go, it's really convenient. It's like dabbing just rosin on the go without having to buy a whole rig, and you know it's the best way to smoke.
Best way to smoke on the real. Yeah.
Yes, and I don't even sell none of them. I'm just plugging y'all in.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, this is
That's
fire, 710.
Yep.
Stuff you can buy.
So out of all the other little waxy stuff that's out there in cannabis, you think that live rosin is finna like scoop that over a little bit?
Repeat that again. What do you mean, like
Like
scoop
with
it
the
up?
Yeah.
like with the
Me too, but I'm trying to really get the question.
because you got the different waxes out there, right? You got the live resin, and then you have the other stuff.
Okay, so the difference.
The other stuff, the live resin is pushing the other stuff out because it seems as if like the live resin is the way to go.
Rosin. The best way to go is rosin, like rosin with the O. Like you're gonna be like, oh
Rosin.
fuck, this is fire. And if you do resin, RESIN, then you're gonna be like, like, oh, I don't know about that, because you don't know what it's mixed with.
Rosin and resin is different.
Yes, RESIN,
R-O.
right?
Yeah.
Resin, yes. Resin.
That's cut for the most part,
that's cut
basically.
with something. But shout out to them, because to be honest, a lot of them are good. It's just if you are able to get something fire, like as smokers, we want to know what's really good. Don't just plug me in because you're cool with this company. Shout out to all of them, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
But I want to know what's the best way to smoke, and it's
the
gonna
rosin
be this
is
on
the
the go.
purest.
Purest, yeah, period.
And that's what you want.
Yeah, period.
That's the best.
So right now I've been smoking a lot of rosin extracts.
It's different.
Yeah, and my favorite strain has always been GMO.
The GMO.
That garlic mint.
Yeah, I had some of that a little while ago.
Yeah, that shit's woo.
And it'd be like big nugs and shit.
Oh yes,
big,
yes.
Yeah.
And you know what's nice is that a lot of it grows. You can literally do one plant and you'll get a lot more yield than other plants.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you see the trichomes on that shit like a motherfucker.
Yeah, the nugs are big,
and it's big.
Really good to press. It's easy to make ice water hash or
Yep.
whatever it is.
What's your favorite strain? You know, a weed, flower?
Mac.
The Mac?
Yes.
Okay.
Grown by Cap.
Yeah.
And you can get that. Well, where I bought that, the only dispensary is in LA Made.
Yeah.
In downtown LA. But okay. Mac?
It's OG.
MAC? Yes. Like there's other strains obviously. But the one I've had of Capulator is fire. You know it's fire because his Instagram's always getting shut down. He's like, I don't care. Y'all know I'm still number one. And I'm like, you fucking fire here. Here's my stuff here. Yeah, last time he curated a box with LA Made where he cross-branded with other growers, and which is awesome. See a dispensary pulling in a grower, you know, small businesses.
Yep.
So he literally pulled in, you know, Cap, and he had a bunch of people send weed, and out of all the weed, he picked the best 8, and from there the dispensary dropped it, and you were able to pick up like a pack of 8. And just trying them, oh my God, you had all these different flavors because now it's pheno hunting, you know?
Yeah.
Now people are crossing, like, you know, this strain with the other strain to pull more purpley or to pull more, you know, certain crystals or more. So people like more of the OGs, sativa, you know, always. There's always everything, but yeah.
I'm more the OG, the indicas and shit like that.
I'm like, me too. We are. I think all West Coast, we really are.
Yeah.
Like, we really are. We're just like, I think that's why I like the GMO, because the GMO definitely feels like a old school. I just want to be just chill. Like, hi, that's why I like to smoke. Yeah, like
my all-time favorite is Gorilla Glue.
Okay.
You know, what I mean, Gorilla
That's
Glue
good.
number 4.
Yeah.
It gotta be, it gotta be the right,
It's
the
been
right grower, the
OG.
right one. Yeah, that shit.
Yeah.
That
You
shit.
can't go wrong with
Yeah,
that
because
one.
it has a unique taste. It's sticky as a motherfucker, and that shit hit hard.
Ooh, okay.
You know what I
Okay.
mean? That shit hit
Yes.
hard.
Yeah, no, that's definitely the OG flavor. You can't go wrong with those.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, there's certain strains that you definitely want to still keep, like, out there.
Yep.
So shout out to the growers, because they're really the one putting in the work behind the scenes.
For
Because
sure.
I know I've grown a little plant here and there, and that's a lot of work. That's
Yep,
why
it
I will
is.
go the extra mile to, pay that more amount if they're, somewhere, because I know they put that much love in, and you can't
Yep.
just grow good weed. Like, you can grow bud, but that shit's not gonna be nothing.
Right. You want some fire
You're gonna be
shit.
like,
Yeah.
okay, where's the high?
Yeah.
Where's my money? Give me my money back. I'm
Yeah,
calling somebody
yeah,
else.
I'm outta
I'm
here.
just calling a homie. I'm trying to support y'all, and man,
Yeah.
what the fuck? Give my money back. Call my homie. He's gonna give me more.
So what you think about the like the ban on flavored tobacco products and shit?
Well, okay. Yeah, okay. Well, for obviously having a smoke shop, it's not a good thing. But understanding the root of everything, I'm someone that I really want to dissect, who is behind all this stuff. Like,
Right.
who like, I'm out there, like, who wants to start? Like,
Right.
who's going on? And to be honest, I didn't even know about all this vape stuff. I was more of a glass gallery.
Right.
So I only started really selling vapes during the pandemic, because
Okay.
I had a lot of, I was one of the ones that were open, and that's when I started posting on Instagram. We're open, and I
Right,
started being more
right.
behind the scenes. But we started posting. We're here, we're open, and we started getting a lot. Well, I started getting a lot more people in. And they would start asking me for vapes. And a lot of people in the medical field, dude, they smoke too. They're like, dude, I'm a human.
Sure,
Like,
for sure.
I'm going through all this stress,
sure.
like, from, patient to patient, all these deaths. Like, do you have a vape? Do you have something that I can smoke? Because I'm gonna lose it. Like, and they're like crying, and I'm like, oh my God, like,
Yep.
dude, you're like really connecting to these people.
Yeah.
Like, and that's when I like really started getting into vapes, like buying them. And, we started buying puff bars, and I started meeting, I'm like, okay, well, who makes them? And then I pulled up like where they actually make them, and the owner, and, we got, I got to chop it up, and we
Yeah.
started buying out directly from him, and getting to know him after like the pandemic and everything. You see all these different people, that it's not even just about you anymore.
Right.
It's, you're hurting small, not only, it's not even just small businesses. You're hurting people that at the end of the day, they're using that to condone what they're doing. Like, you can't judge them for what they're doing, just like you can't judge them for smoking weed. Obviously, they can't smoke weed like that if they're in the medical field or going back and forth, but you can give them vapes, and that's what they were there for. So now seeing it, like, it being removed from them, and then
Right.
them looking at me like, you really don't got any? And I'm like, dude, like, I don't. Like, they're really coming after me, like, hard. Like, I've had audits, I've had walk-ins, like, they go in, they're pulling
They looking,
boxes.
yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like, I'm number one. They know me. Like, I'm
Yeah.
just like, all right, it is what it is. But to be honest, it's not even that. It's just like, you do meet these people that do, like, those are the people, if I did it, was for them. It was like for the people that you connected over relationships,
Right,
like that
right.
smoke. I connected with you because I smoke weed. Like, I get it. Like, not everyone can smoke weed. So,
Right.
I appreciate you for your service. So my service is to serve you
Yep.
and do whatever I can, because I'm here for you. I'm not here
Yep.
for me. I'm here to serve you. So just from that perspective, and just, selling the past 3 years, like, it feels like it was a slap in the face, because you're going to pick and choose what you want, and you're going to
Right.
be a good influence no matter what, if you are,
Right,
like, smoking
right.
or not smoking isn't going to define the way your character is.
That's what we talk about all the
Yeah.
time, though. I feel like just even in the cannabis industry, they already got their hands in it, big business.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Behind the scenes, though. But once it's federally decriminalized, then it's gonna be like the Walmarts and all these big
Yeah,
companies that's
yeah,
gonna try to monopolize it. And then like just in the background and shit though, they've been talking about like just having two major companies actually growing the weed to sell it to the dispensaries. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah.
So it's a trip though, and it's fucked up the way it is, for small
Yeah,
businesses.
yeah.
You know what I
Because
mean?
they weren't just going after the vapes. They were going for the full flavor ban. Like they went boom,
Yeah.
like
Everything.
right off.
Yep.
Like you guys, when I said I was in these meetings, like we not only was it smoke shops, like they were when they said remove flavor ban, they were removing all hookah.
Huh.
Like you realize like there's people that this is part of their religion, it's
Yeah.
part of their thing. Like it's a common thing for them to have, a
Yep.
shisha in between their thing. So their dinner, So
Right.
for them to just remove that because of their little pants, like that's fucked up. These
Like a
people have
motherfucker.
been like families for years and generations and generations and generations. That's not fair because they're like just trying just like everyone else.
Yep.
So it was messed up to really see that they were gonna completely remove all of that, and you become close to all these people because you meet the owners and you
Right.
realize like damn, like congratulations, I hope to see myself like you one day.
Yep.
Like
Yep.
ultimately you always want that good vibration with people,
Facts.
and they always show
Facts.
that. So when all of this hit, like it hit home, like in different areas, because I'm thinking of my wholesalers, I'm thinking of my
Yep.
consumers, I'm thinking of us like as a consumer. But when I mean
Yeah.
consumer, I mean
Right.
me because I'm a
Right.
consumer. So I'm
Right.
like, fuck, like what do you mean you're gonna take that shit? Like so when people are telling me, I'm like, I fucking know. Like
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know what
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, and what that's why when you asked me, hey, do this podcast, and you were like, all right, flavor ban, I'm like, dude, it's on. Like,
Yeah.
I'm here because of that. Because
Yeah.
it's not
Facts.
just about Sally anymore. Like, who cares about Sally? Like, she here for more than that. Like,
Right.
I'm really talking to you about all the behind the scenes that people don't know because we all have our lives, so
Facts.
this is my
Facts.
life. So when you ask me what's going on, I'm gonna give you the behind the scenes the way it is,
Yep.
like I
Yep.
can't sugarcoat it. It
Raw
is
and
what it
uncut.
is.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're behind it. They're completely taking away, what at the end of the day, if we choose to do it or not, it's a vape has no tobacco. It's just
Right.
nicotine. So
Right.
why are you getting involved?
So yeah, it don't have all that other shit,
Period.
the rat
Like,
poison
I don't
and all.
understand why
Yeah.
you're getting involved if it's not your business. Stay out of my business.
Right.
Period.
But it was a money play.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
and a hating
exactly,
play type shit.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's
Damn.
always like that, and it's never gonna stop.
Yep. Yep.
And it's always gonna be someone bigger, and it's
But like, and that's what I don't be trying to be like the killjoy when talking
yeah.
about that. But that's the kind of shit I be on because just we done seen it so many times in different industries and shit though.
Yeah,
When
yeah.
big business take over.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And right now the motherfuckers is behind the scenes. A lot of them is lobbying and pushing for the shit to be federally decriminalized, whatever
Yeah.
the weight is.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
they're like full on, like
right.
in passing. And we're all like, yeah. And we're like, wait, why are you guys charging so much for, tax,
Yep.
to buy my weed? And then, I'm blessed to be able to, know Americana where there's, friends where they're like really like, nah, Sally, like, look. And I'm like, shit, dude, like,
Yep.
how the fuck do you survive? Like,
Yep.
dude, shout out to you. Like,
Yep.
that's for real. Like, how do you survive?
And it's a lot of
in
them
a
going
business?
out of business though.
Exactly. A lot of smoke shops going
Yep.
out of business.
Yep.
Like, it's
Cheers to you for surviving and keeping pushing. You know what I mean?
Thank
Oh,
you.
everything.
Thank
For
you.
real.
Thank
For
you,
real.
everybody.
But yeah, it's so
'Cause I
like
want to
go ahead, cuz
let me see.
you
I
got
want
it.
to ask too though, like, cause by you being like you're a stoner,
Mm.
and by you being a stoner, and you having an actual smoke shop, like, is it kind of tough, like staying up on the tobacco laws, as well as like being aware of what's going on in the cannabis community?
I'm a human, dude. Like, I'm a human. Like, I love my fronto. I was like, I love my weed on my fronto, my backwoods. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna look. I'm like this on my backwood. Like, look, I'm gonna know what the fuck is going on with all these motherfuckers. Like, I'm just trying to roll up with the homies.
Yeah.
You know, like
Yeah,
I'm
for
really
real.
that person. Like, I'm just that. Like,
Yeah.
I'm neither one. I'm just on the back end. I just feel like I'm just blessed to be able to have a license and talk to you guys
Yep.
and have a shot. But I could do this. I could go back to barbering and still give you the same tea
On
at the
everything.
barbershop. This is
Yeah.
barbershop talk, you
For
know?
sure.
Like
Facts,
I'm
facts.
still a barber at the end of the day. So
Yep.
I'm gonna give it to you like a barbershop talk. So
Yep.
that's why when you ask me, I'm answering the way I would as I'm giving you a fade, as I'm shaving you. I'm like,
Facts.
dude, like this sucks.
Yep.
And you're gonna tell me the same thing. How are you gonna do it? I don't know. Same
Right.
way I've been doing it for the past 7 years. I don't know. I don't know. We're just gonna figure it out.
Hey, and it's a trip. Like being a barber too. It's like being a therapist and shit.
Oh
Huh?
yeah.
Yep, people come in with their problems. Oh,
Yeah.
this and that.
Yeah.
And then
like,
you try to help out. While you cutting them up.
you know what? I really, really, really miss being a barber right now. And like after the pandemic, I feel like it made me like appreciate people like a lot, you know. During the pandemic, I was able to talk to, like I said, a lot of people because I had the COVID department there, the police department, the health department. Everyone would come and check and make sure that no one was working. I was the only one working, and that,
Right,
certain
right,
sanitation.
right.
So when I helped out everyone, I mean, I helped out everyone. So just getting to talk to everybody, like, made me really, 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 really miss, cutting hair. Cause I'm like, dude, you build a relationship with your barber,
Yep.
you build a relationship with your hairstylist. Like, I freaking love being a hairstylist. I
Yeah.
love being a barber. I love learning the next thing. Like, I can never stay here. I'm always taking the next
Yep.
class. How can I be better? How
Yep.
can I be better? How can I be better? That way, when I'm charging what I'm charging, is because I'm charging for experience. I've been
Facts.
doing hair for over 10 years. That's why I'm charging what I'm charging you.
Yep.
That's why I had my savings to be where I'm at.
Yep. Yep. That's a
Like,
fact.
my word
Yeah.
is
It
and
speaks
my
for
and
itself.
yeah. So
The quality
ultimately,
is there.
yeah, and that's what I try to give at the end of the day at the shop. I shop as a consumer.
Right.
Like, you could copy what do they say? You could copy the sauce or the recipe, and the sauce
Right,
ain't the
right,
same.
right,
Whatever.
right.
You
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you could
the song,
copy it,
yeah, I heard that
whatever.
before. Yeah, I know what
But
you're
I'm
talking
like,
about.
dude, I've seen people are like, oh, look, this shop looks like your shop. This shop looks like your shop. And I'm like, huh. It does. But after a while, I'm like, dude, I don't care. Like, they're
Right.
not building the
And
relationships
they not
we
me.
are.
Yeah, they not
Yeah,
you.
I'm like, I don't care. They got the money to do it. I did it. Like, fuck
Right.
it. It is what it is. Like,
Right,
it's cool. Like, I'm not even tripping.
Yep.
So I'm just grateful to be building the relationships I have with all my people, and
Yep.
I feel like, even like I said, I miss cosmetology so much that the pandemic made me realize, like, damn, like,
Connecting
like,
with
it
people
ain't
and
so
shit.
much like,
Yeah.
here's for my stuff, I'm out. Here's my switchers, I'm out. Here's my backwoods, I'm out.
Right.
It was like talking to people because it was like their only escape. So, and vice versa. Me just talking to everyone just made me really connect with everyone a lot more
Right.
deeper.
Yep.
Yeah.
I could dig it. Yeah, that
Yes. That's why I
human
care.
connection. Yeah.
Yeah, and I care. Like, I really, really do care. Like, ultimately, like, I'll have people DM me and they'll be like, hey, I need help. And dude, I'm on it. Like,
Yeah.
because you know who they are. Like, there's no questions, period,
Yeah.
because they've been there for you,
Facts.
and they know that you're just that person they can go to. Like, I had
Yeah.
a little we're by the park, and
Yeah.
there was a little kid that would always be, back and forth, running. And one time he got locked out and he's like, hey, I'm scared, like, and I don't have my phone, and my mom's not there. can I stay here? I was like, of course, you know, it's just like
right.
just having that
Community,
spot,
yeah.
yes, where any age, and this is, you know, like an 8-year-old, well, no, maybe like 10,
Yeah.
you know, like a 10-year-old, you know,
Yeah.
me being 10, being a little
Right,
badass and being locked
right,
out, like,
right,
fuck, that's what I get. So that's why I felt him. I was like,
Right,
yes, I feel
right.
you. That was me being a little badass, and my mom probably locked me out too.
Right.
Like, yeah, just sit out. And he just sat down. Like, I gave him a drink, you know. I was like, don't
Yeah.
worry. And then, like, right after, he's like, oh, my mom was here. Okay, I gotta go. Like, you know, just, you know, I just
right.
love,
The community,
love.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
love being
Looking out for
there.
people,
Yeah.
yep.
And that's where I grew up too. So it's
Yeah.
only, my barbershop is only, the barbershop is 1704. The West Coast is 1708. So it's
That's
literally
right there.
behind it. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right
like
there,
that's
yeah.
where it started. This is where we're at, you know. So it's been, like I said, over
Yep.
10 years
Yep.
of this fun game.
That's
So
right. That's
like
right.
that's why when you guys ask me like questions like, you know, what's really going on, like I'm
Yeah.
gonna answer you the truth, because dude, I go back to barbering. I miss it. I love it, you know. Like
yeah.
I'm still gonna keep my my license to buy backwoods, you know. And I'm just
Yeah.
kidding, but
Oh, to go get that
yeah, I
wholesale.
still get the plugs. I still know them. We still homies.
So what do you prefer, backwoods? To smoke out of the backwoods?
No, I really like everything. Like
Yeah.
no, well, no, I lied. I
That's
like
smoke.
backwoods. I like wait, you know, like I like backwoods. I like frontos.
Yeah.
For sure when it comes to Dutches and games. Oh, you're gonna hate me, but games. I
Yeah.
like the games. The games are a little bit more honestly, like every time I get a game and I open it up, it's
Yeah.
always fresh. Like you could just tuck it back in and it's perfect. Where my Dutches sometimes like they're like, you know, weird. I'm just like, I'll
Yeah.
fucking send the whole pack back. And I'm like, look, you know,
Yeah.
but oh yeah, they should be able to change that. Like all your smoke shops, like if you feel a pack and it feels like it's, you know, obviously don't open it. But if you
Right.
feel it dry, you tell them like,
Exchange
hey,
that shit.
yeah,
Yeah,
exchange
take
it.
this
Don't
shit
keep
back.
it.
Yeah.
Don't keep it. Cause
Yeah.
I'll grab it and then I'll be like, wait. Oh, hell no. Let me take that. They're like, hey, thanks for looking out. I'm like, no, I would have been pissed if I would have been home like freaking, and this shit
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
crack. What the hell?
Do y'all sell the camos? The hemps?
Yeah. Wait. Oh. I have gifts for you guys.
Oh, for sure, for sure.
This one's for you. and
Okay, thank you,
this
you.
one's
thank
for
you.
you.
Yeah, I'll accept it
Um,
for you. Thank you.
Yeah, so this is an example of just a couple, well, not a couple, but some hemp wraps that we
Oh,
carry.
yeah, yeah.
But I didn't just go on a free for all and just bought all of them. Like I literally
Okay,
can tell you about
yeah.
each company of how great they are, and how
Yeah, I
like
like these.
there's
ones.
some even Long Beach brands out there.
Yeah.
So for me it's a blessing. Just give you an example. One of them I've had natives come into the shop, and you know there was a couple and she was just asking me, hey, you know, I'm selling these banana wraps, you know, would you like to try some? And I opened up, I checked, and I was like, hey, this is nice. I haven't seen this in the market. We're talking about over 5-6 years ago. No, 5-6 years. Had to be the first
Look,
year.
we was just talking about the banana wraps today.
Yeah?
But yeah.
Hey, yeah. I threw some in there for you.
Yeah.
But yeah, basically this was like 6 years ago, and I was like, dude, I have not seen anybody with banana wraps. And she goes, yeah, this is new. Like, you know, we're from Long Beach, and I'm
Yeah.
like, dude, how do you sell them? I'm like, how do you sell them? What do you do? Because
Right.
Instagram wasn't as big, and
Right,
social
right.
media really wasn't.
Yeah.
And to be honest, that's my biggest guilt, was I was never really on social media. My 16, 17, 18, 19
Right.
until like pandemic, really.
Right.
That's when I was like, hi, I'm open, I guess.
I think I'm
Nice to
kind of
meet
like
you.
the same way. I didn't really dig all the way into the social media until we started this business and shit. You know what I mean?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't really on it like that though, but you have to be.
Yeah.
You know, when you have a business to kind of network and
Exactly.
you run into so many different people on that social web.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so when the girl showed up and she showed me that, like, for me, I was like, dude, I'm gonna help
And
you
it's the
out.
real banana?
Banana leaves?
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, with the little, that
Yeah.
looks kind of like little oranges? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, when she showed me it, I thought it was really great quality. So I
Yeah.
said, let me link you up with my wholesalers. So I have a really, really great relationship with all my wholesalers
Dope.
where before they even make a big, massive purchase, I'm the one they call and they're like,
Yeah.
hey, is this good? Is it not good? Because they know I'm like, all right, let me try this shit. Like they'll
Yeah.
really know. And
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but I make a lot of the calls behind the scenes where I don't need to get paid because they know I'm a real consumer.
Right.
So
Yep.
they're not gonna make that decision of buying 10,000 boxes if your quality is crap,
Yep.
or they're gonna send it all back.
Facts.
And they're gonna be like, you know what, this didn't sell. And we've had raps where I was like, hey, you know what, just send this back. Like every time it breaks off.
Yep.
So
That's what's up.
Yeah.
Though. Do you like fuck with like the festivals and shit like Kush Stock? Have you been to any of those?
yes, I actually had gone to my first Kush Talk the second year of me having West Coast. And I walked around and I was like, whoa, this is
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And out in Adelanto. And then from there, last year, that's actually how I started even kind of doing pop-ups is my friend Babinka. Shout out to Babinka.
Shout out Babinka.
Hey, shout out to
Babinka
Babinka.
Free.
Yes.
Yeah, she was on the
Hey.
show. Yeah.
Hey, that's right. That's
Yeah.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, so she's a good friend. Okay, Rosin, her donuts, bro. This is why we became.
That's
friends.
what got me stuck
Dude,
from the
yes.
event. The
I literally had
skunky.
two
Little
of hers
mini
right
donuts.
now.
Yeah. Yep. The
Mini
little mini
donuts.
donut.
Yes, I have some ubi lands right now. I always
Yeah.
have some. Yeah, I always have her edibles. Like, yes, her edibles have always been good. I'll buy the cakes and
Yep.
stuff. They're good. Her
Yep.
stuff is always clean, and you know
Yep.
what? She'll make it with like the cleanest product too that you can't even taste it. Like you
Yep.
can't taste the flour at all.
At all.
I don't even think it's flour. I think it's like concentrate.
Yeah, it's
so,
concentrate. Yep.
So yeah,
Yep.
it's fire.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
so-
had the snickerdoodle, like we had the
Ooh,
cake,
yes.
different cakes, all that. the
Yeah,
little
yeah,
cookies.
she's really good.
We got to get that peach cobbler for Cuzzo though.
Yeah, I
He
want
want
a
that
peach
peach cobbler.
Hey.
Yeah.
I want everything.
no,
if
her
you-
stuff is
all the way
really
to the crust
good.
and all.
Yep.
Yeah, no, her stuff is delicious. Shout out to her. I love it. So
Yeah.
and she does it with love. So we had to.
Facts.
We had to show love. Yeah, no, what were we talking about? Fuck, I'm getting hot. Fuck.
Yeah, we all hot. Yeah.
No. Okay.
I just remember Babinka treats.
I know. I think that's literally what had me stuck. Like I was like, damn, I had some Babinka right now when I get home. Shit, she's the reason where I'm like, girl, I need some edibles, and she's like, me too. She's my therapist too. I stopped buying like
she cool. Yeah.
donuts from her.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but she's actually the one that got me into doing pop-ups and was like, hey, have you ever done a pop-up? And I'm like, no. And she's like, why don't you pop up with us? And I'm like, pop up? Like, what am I supposed to take? Like, all these small businesses are great. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't want to freaking go and be like, here's all my stuff. Like,
Right, right,
come on now.
right,
Like, that's not fair. Like, I'm standing for them like, that's not fair.
right.
So
Right.
I'm already doing it for you. So when she's like, nah, just bring out, your hemp wraps and other little stuff that's not there that they have. And I'm like, okay. So I went to one of her things and I was like, oh, wow, okay. There's a lot of them really edibles and handmade stuff. So
Right.
I could bring out more of like the hemp wraps and
Yeah.
lighters.
Yeah.
So here we
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, and it's a good way to network, meet different people and stuff like that. Then you can turn
get to
people on to
connect
the shop.
people. Yes. No, and I've probably done like 5.
Yeah.
And those 5, I feel like, have been amazing. Because right after
Nice.
Babinka's, we did Kush Doc. Yeah. No, we did downtown LA. We did, oh yeah. The first one was in downtown LA. I popped up in LA.
Yeah.
The whole lobby store, like, what's up? Hi.
Yeah.
We out here. Let's go. Long Beach, LA. Yeah, we really were showing out love,
Yeah.
So they're like, what? There's a Long Beach store? There's a beach? Like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, oh shit, there's people outside of Long Beach? For
Ah,
real? Like, no, swear to God.
real.
I was like, wait, there's people outside of Long Beach? Like, people live out there?
So look. So what's
I don't leave
what's
my
next for you
LBC.
though? Do you see yourself opening up another smoke shop somewhere else?
Ah, not yet.
Okay.
Nah, I love my baby. Like
That's
I
right.
do. Like
That's right.
that's really where I'm still able to connect with all my friends, and I feel like you. Yeah,
Yeah, I
no,
feel
and
you.
you know that
Yeah.
if I really wanted an escape, I'll just go back to the barbershop. You know, like
Facts.
I'm still there.
Right down the
Like
street, around the
yeah, like
corner.
I'll
Yeah.
still go and
Yeah.
hang out at the barbershop. Hang out with the friends there and.
Yep.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
no,
That's what's
no,
up.
like no, not right now. I don't think there's. I love my Long Beach, like I
That's
mean,
right.
like I love my Long Beach, and I'm blessed to be able to grow up there, to be able to say where I'm at is goals for me being a Long Beach kid.
Facts.
Cause to
Facts.
have a shop in Broadway has always been like you don't really see minorities having shops
Yeah,
on Broadway.
yeah.
It's always been like different known. So the
Yeah.
fact that I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be on Broadway and not just that. Well,
Right.
I'm gonna take over the shop on
Right,
Broadway and
right.
not just that. The fact that we out here, we really prideful. Like, what's up?
Facts,
yeah,
facts.
like we
Pushing
don't
that
care.
line. You know what I'm saying? Pushing that line.
Yeah,
Yep,
yeah.
yep.
So,
tell everybody where they can find you at, where the shop is located and stuff.
we're located at 1708 East Broadway in the city of Long Beach, California, 90802.
Facts. Facts.
Yes.
Tap in with them.
Yes, we're open from 8 to midnight and on Fridays and Saturdays till 1 in the morning.
Oh, that's dope, man.
Yeah.
Y'all stay open late. That's dope.
Yeah, because we're in the middle of bars. So it's
shit.
busy.
It's
yeah,
cracking,
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like there's a life out there. Like
Yep.
yeah,
Oh,
we're in the
every day.
middle of all the bars. Like it's really where to be and just
Yep.
pull up. Yeah.
On the real. So look, y'all tap in, man.
Yes.
Best way to smoke, Big J.
Serpo Jr. Make sure
Thank
you
you,
hit that
guys.
like button, subscribe, and then tell a friend.
Yes, do that. Yep. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. Yeah.